We are live on YouTube for the World of
Here,
Ability
here, here,
Podcast
here. I'm
Network
talking
and the
on my.
channel.
I'm on mute. Here, I'm talking on mute. Um, but welcome to the Billy Podcast Network. Um, my name is Emily Gollmer, and I'm a podcast engineer here. Thanks for being another episode of the Blue Collar Crypto Show. I do every Sunday at 4 and 5:30 p.m. Central. I've been doing podcast the last couple of years now. Um, and that's kind of all about crypto, business tips for blue collar workers, and so on. Uh, but Kurt or Sue, you have anything you want to add to about the show?
We are here every Sunday at 4 o'clock and 5:30, and I know we are waiting on Tim to hopefully come on back in and join us. But between now and then, we can give you some updates of other activities that are taking place because there's a lot going on in our corner of the world. So that includes a telethon, one that recently happened and another one that's coming up. So if you're not aware, there was a telethon that took place just a couple weeks ago. Vetsinneed.org. It was the Veterans First Initiative. So vetsinneed.org is where the all that info is. Go check that out. You can see a lot of our friends from on here on that event. And then there's also one coming up now in just a couple months from now. So on the weekend of Labor Day weekend, there will be an event taking place that you are going to want to be in on. So I'm going to have Kurt come on and give some more details for it. But the event is going to be raising money for some local radio stations and some podcasters, and so media that is not your typical like high-end FM AM kind of stations. However, they are local community radio, like the one that we work with all the time, River West Radio. They are amazing. There's so much good work taking place out there. And then we can celebrate, and that truly funds are needed to keep those stations on the air. So we are going to be part of that initiative to go ahead and be raising some money with Stu Newmeyer. And so it's oh, actually, Kurt, what's the name of the Stu, and I'm so sorry, I'm blanking on his wife's name. They've got the variety show that they put on their network, on their TV show. But Kurt, can you join in me here for a moment and give a few extra details? Because I know I'm missing a little bit of it, but I know they're talking about a 10-hour telethon taking place in just a couple months here on Labor Day weekend.
So yeah, we're talking about the Stu and Laurie Variety Hour.
Laurie, thank you.
So that's the Stu and Laurie, Laurie Laurie, the Stu and Laurie Variety Hour.com. And that provides you the SL TV channel. Go ahead and subscribe to the SL TV channel and let them know that the Blue Collar Crypto Show and Workability sends you. So yeah, Workability is by Neil Weber. Neil Weber is not with us today because he's got family visiting going on, and so we are, pinch hitting for these guys. Neil Weber and Tim Tarosian have been enjoying working together for several months here and have been part of our collaborations with the Bravehearts TV network and all of that. And then we have in our Zoom room here, we have Marc Beilin from On the Mark TV, and we've been talking about Inspire.world. Inspire.world is available to everybody all around to contact us here at the team. You can register to be a customer of Inspire World and enjoy all of the benefits of revenue and funding and income and the whole thing. You have a marketplace. I call it a mini Amazon, but they don't bother describing it that way because Amazon's its own thing. But the idea is it's a marketplace, a shopping center, and where people can get everything they need for personal and professional. And then enjoy everybody registered and set up and confirmed as a customer with all of the logos and branding all coordinated. We're talking apparel, add specialties, swag, so on and so forth, all available through the portal. And then also, again, items for household, workplace, so forth, so buyers can go on there and get things they need for their company. And then as people purchase, the amount going to the supported organization or to the person is all displayed there. So as an example, if an item's like $30, it might be displaying something like around $5 going to the organization that is partnered with Inspire.world. So it's an idea of gross profit being split. So when you have the retail price minus the wholesale price, that's your gross profit. You split that in half. And that's how the program of Inspire.world works to monetize your program, your endeavor, and help you get the funds you need. Inspire.world, very inspired to break the financial barrier out there and to help nonprofits grow their mission through the idea of what's paid gets done and then bringing those funds. And there's zero risk to the group and individual plugging into this system. Inspire.world takes care of all the expenses of having the items initially available, and when the person buys it, by them paying the purchase price, that's where all the funds for that transaction are brought from. And so we have Marc Beilin here. Marc, you want to speak any more to On the Mark TV, Inspire.world? Anything else you want to announce here on today's Blue Collar Crypto and Workability Combo Show?
Where's Tim?
That's a little bit of the game here. It's like, where's Waldo? So we'll have an update. He was here for his earlier show an hour and a half ago, and now he's MIA. He's hopefully having fun. Hopefully he didn't, topple over with all of this, 90-degree, temperatures here in Wisconsin and all the humidity.
You guys I still think if you think 90 degrees is hot, you're a wimp.
Yeah,
Come
but
join our humidity, honey.
Yeah, with the humidity,
it'll be like
a bear.
108 it'll be 108. Well, we get humidity. It's like 16%, but it's 108 degrees. Today was nice. It was only 103.
So, well, do you want to share a little bit more about Inspire.world or On the Mark TV? If you want to highlight either of those for a moment, that would be amazing.
For you three? Sure. All right. So let's see. On the Mark TV is faced a lot of obstacles, and yet it keeps going as best as it can. Because we have the strong support of people that are actual people with integrity and respect and honesty. And as I've learned as an entrepreneur, the people that don't have those three qualities tend to go away, and they tend to blame their inadequacies on other people. So I've noticed that the people from the Midwest that I've had the pleasure of meeting so far are not like that. Most likely because you guys are rooted in your home state. You've been there for a very long time. And I think that stability offers tranquility and a peace of mind that allows you to prosper better than the ones that are transient in Arizona that always think that wherever they're at, it's always a disappointment, and they don't feel that they need to support anybody in the state other than themselves.
Well, and with that, I've had one little treat that I wanted to share about. If you are out there in the world of doing podcasting and whatnot, and you are looking for a way to have some music joining what you're all doing, a friend turned us on to something new. Yeah, Mark's smiling because we were playing around with this earlier today. There is a website that creates AI music. It's called Suno.com, Suno, Suno.com.
It's like it was named after her herself.
I wish.
Suno.
A friend of ours, Maury Zelkovich, actually had told us about this website, and we've been playing around with it a bit, and we're helping to create theme music for different things that we're all associated with. And I think that's going to be an easy way to add to be an added feature for people that we are working with. So actually, Emily, I don't know if you've had a chance to play around with that yet, but I think you're going to enjoy that.
On the Marquee
Suno.com
now has the theme song,
now have a theme song.
and
Just as of today.
so does Maroon Cafe.
Absolutely. So we've got a lot of good things going on. Working on getting one that makes me happy for our shows. I've tried a few different things. You get to put in a prompt and give it an idea of what you're looking for, and then the AI goes to work and comes back with a complete song, lyrics,
I think you should
everything
give a
within
class on that.
moments.
I think you should give a class on that because I had trouble figuring it out.
Ooh.
It kept creating the song, but it was like I would go in there and I go, okay, I need a song with 80s vibes, something that has to do with because I wanted to include the fundraising and the disability and the veterans and all the happy things we do, and I tried, but this song just came out. I want to add boop, boop, bop, bop, like that. So it was just repeating after myself with music. So it wasn't really creating a song. It was just creating a speech with music behind it.
Interesting. Okay, we'll have to play. It sounds like a challenge to me. I like it.
I think we need a class.
Oh, there we go. You know what? Hey, I think I just may
Because who
have
knows?
yeah, the Sunos. Suno. So
Suno.
I may have to write a song for that.
That's a
And
great, by the way, that's a great podcast. Suno.
and what about let's see, the Great Discovery? Maybe that would be an easy way to have a course on the Great Discovery. Here's a freebie for people to come on in and find out how this works because it's not hard.
I personally think that you could get paid like starting to create theme songs for people. I mean, seriously, I mean, that's there's a lot of people out there, like, I don't know, 99% that don't, that I think that having a theme song is like the coolest thing ever.
I want a theme song like me. How about that? I got to work on that.
Exactly. Suno.
Emily, you gotta try playing around with one for you too. Put all the things you like in there and it'll spit something out. You can give it its style if you like 50s, if you like punk rock, whatever you
I think
like.
I think the
Yeah.
Happy Neighborhood Project and Spirit of the Game both need theme songs.
I was trying to do something Happy Neighborhood Project and I didn't like what it came up with yet. So I gotta keep tweaking it till I find what I like. So we're
Nice.
working on it. That's a great idea. Oh, go ahead, Emily.
Like welcome to, like, like something of like a Mr. Rogers theme, you know, we can make
Welcome
Kurt
to
like Mr.
the-
Rogers. We can put him in a sweater. We can
There
put
you
him in
go.
a sweater,
Not today.
Sue would PLWSC like a theme song.
That is a great idea. I think we should have one. Needs
I
to be
think
kind
we
of in the
should.
style of AC/DC and rockin'.
Dun-dun, dun-dun, yeah, I think I
There we
want mine
go.
to theme of Thunderstruck.
That's
Thunder.
exactly that one. Whenever that song plays, I hear the Barefooters coming in because that's what
Oh
we
God.
did for years.
Thunder.
Love it. So yeah, I think we're
That
gonna have
was my
to
song. That was my theme song at the strip club.
TMI. TMI.
Oh, that's
Oh, I
right.
love it. So, and with that, actually, I'm gonna just pass it back around. Any last thoughts? Because I think we're coming up on the end of our Blue Collar Crypto show here. Any last words from you, Mark?
Where's the blue collar crypto?
That's you know what? It's very much like Where's Waldo today. So maybe what I need to do is have a theme song for Tim, and that'll help him to give him some inspiration to show up here. Kurt,
Oh, where has Tim gone? Oh, where is he? Oh,
last words from you, Kurt.
I'm trying to think
Yeah,
of
we
Mr.
get
Rogers' theme song and make it for Kurt's Happy Neighborhood Project. I think Kurt would make a great Mr. Rogers.
Ironically, our ski show had Mr. Rogers like for real, and the kids thought it was him. It was awesome.
Somebody dressed up like him, and it was like he's actually. The movie about him was really cool. He's actually a cool dude. He was from Pittsburgh.
I need to see that.
You never saw the movie? Oh, it's pretty
Mm-mm.
good.
So, Kurt, over to you.
My neighborhood, a little located in the neighborhood. Oh, won't you be mine? Won't you be mine? My name is Kurt Roskoff. I welcome to the Happy Neighborhood Park. Would you be mine? Won't you be mine?
All right, folks, there you have it. These are the antics right here at the World Ability Podcast Network. We have Emily, Sue, Mark, and me all stepping in for the Tim and Neil no-show team. But even when there's a no show at World Ability Podcast Network, we make a show out of the no-show. So we have Rick, or not Rick, Rich Trigger Bontrager. Rich Trigger Bontrager runs the Rock the Stage show that is culminated with Bravehearts TV. And you can see the playlist here on the screen if you find that YouTube channel. So here I'm going to go back here on what I've been doing with the show. So this is just a past episode coming up here with Rock the Stage. There we go.
Rock
Go back one more. So you see it's youtube.com/ here we're gonna stop that here.
He needs a theme song.
So there we go. youtube.com/ at Rich Trigger Bontrager. And you can see how he has things slated in here. So he's promoting right now in 4 days on June 26th, an upcoming show, The Art of Interviewing. It is right there ready for everybody. Go ahead and like it because you know it's going to be good because it's being done by Rich Trigger Bontrager. Go ahead and click to make sure it shows like it does for me that the notification is on. And this is the Aaron O'Dowd show apparently. So here you go. And so the Art of Interviewing panel discussion on the Aaron O'Dowd show. Join the international talk show host, Aaron O'Dowd, for the special live panel discussion about the art of interviewing. Featured on this panel, international panel will be Dan Goodwin, investigation specialist Jeffrey Senow, former senior intelligence officer in the CIA, Daniel Hammond, author Joseph McGuire, human lie detector. Join the special live stream discussion panel episode on LinkedIn Live, YouTube, and Facebook, live at 11 a.m. Eastern and 4 p.m. over there in Ireland and the UK time. Look at that. Go ahead and subscribe to Rock the Stage Show with Rich Trigger Bontrager. We're partnered with him in all of our television, streaming, podcasting, radio, and all of our show business is being done in concert with Rich Trigger Bontrager, a powerhouse in the media industry. So make sure to be a part of the fun with Rich. All right, Sue, anything more with you or where we
I think
go
we are
from there?
good. We're just going to look forward to next week. And actually, if I can pass it back to Emily to wrap us up and head us on out. This has been wonderful. Thanks to Kurt. Thank you, Mark, for coming on in here. And thank you, Emily, for running the show. Appreciate it.
Thank you, everybody. Look forward to next week at 4 and 5:30. And thanks to Mark, Jay Stone for the Disability Channel, Earl Williams of the Midwest Plants and Podcast, Zach Clayton of the Pack Channel, Marcus Hart of Transform You, and others that we were partnering with, all the great stuff that they're doing. Till next week, everybody has a safe week and stay cool as much as possible. So, thank you guys.